And taking off in first gear here. You can kind of hear it. I won't be talking much through this drive because just follow me on this drive. Now, I'm not sure if it's shown on camera either, but this car does have a heads-up display, which I have yet to figure out how to cut off. I'm sure it's a way, but I'm struggling with figuring that one out. But it does show your directions if you have the navigation going. Shows all the information that you really need up there, which is pretty neat. And over time, you just forget about it. If you've had a heads-up display system before, then you know over time you're just like, it's like anything else in the car. Now the roads that I'm on right now are a little rough. I'm going off-road it a little bit at a nice hill to show that this turbo does not let up. And again, this is in Sport Plus mode, which is actually a really good time to talk about the suspension settings here. Now, again, I told you guys that I keep it in comfort mode, in the individual mode. I keep it in comfort mode, and everything else in Sport Plus. I will say this Sport Plus does not beat you up. This car is based pretty much on the, well, wholly on the Civic Type R. It does have some different suspension tunings as far as harshness goes, so this one is definitely not as harsh as the Civic Type R's most sportiest setting. And in fact, I will go as far as saying that there's really, you probably hear it in my voice, but there's really no harshness to the point of uncomfortability at all in this Type S, which I absolutely love. Now, I'm going to put it in my individual mode. As you can see, I have the gauges set to Sport Plus. Again, suspension, which is in comfort, transmission, steering, everything else is in Sport Plus. And we're going to turn out here and give it a little power. Ooh, woo! This is a fun little rocket ship, boy. All right, folks, let's take this bad boy on the highway. I'm not full throttle no more. I don't want to. That's full throttle. Here we go. And there are those Brimbos. Oh man, this is a fun car. I will say it doesn't feel as raw as the last Civic Type R, which is all I can compare it to. This is the, first Integra Type S that we have here in the States. Not going to compare it to an RSX Type S or anything like that because generations apart, worlds apart, those are just totally different cars. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and have everything in its comfort setting. So that's going to quiet up the exhaust, make the suspension that much softer. Steering is going to be a little bit lighter. Everything is just going to be comfortable. Now, the first thing I noticed, man, this car handles. The first thing I noticed in comfort mode is really just, you really start realizing how loud the car is even without the exhaust. Now, this is a sport compact based on the Honda Civic. I get it, but this is also a 53 $354,000 car. But this is an Acura, and I just feel like you would want to get a little bit better experience as far as sound quality goes. Now, this is a track car, so I know that's not what they are focused on, but Acura does put an emphasis that this is for the street and Type R is for the track. So if this is for the street, let's make it a little bit more quiet, but nothing that the ELS audio system doesn't drown out. Really nicely. Now this is one of my favorite sweepers here. I'm going to let that car go a little bit. All right, this shows its handling prowess really nicely. This car just sticks and sticks and sticks. I hope it's translating well. Flooring it. Man, oh man, oh man. Folks, that was all in comfort mode too, by the way. This car does not let up. All right, folks, and rolling into my final thoughts of the 2024 Acura Integra Type S. I'm just so excited that they actually made this vehicle for the people that want it. And that's really what it comes down to for me. This is a very, very specific car that I think the only people that would truly appreciate are brand loyalists. Now, the Sport Compact is a very competitive market. This is one of my favorite streets right here, guys. And on it, they have put speed bumps. Just Killjoy City of Atlanta. But yeah, it's just going to be for a very specific buyer to a very specific brand. Now this car, again, you've heard me talk about the price, is not cheap. You're looking at about $51,000 for this car, which puts you in the neighborhood of a lot of competition. I mean, again, my personal favorite, if we're looking at similarities, is definitely going to be the Golf R. With that Golf R, you have all-wheel drive, you have just better materials, it feels a little bit more luxe. Things that just are important to me. You have a sunroof, which will be very important. And then, of course, you start looking at the higher end cars because you are in that price point. So the Audi S3s, the CLA 35, you know, the 2 Series, I guess you could kind of look at that one as well. But I just don't know if Acura can compete with that level of cars. So it makes you wonder, where does this really fit in? Now, would I purchase this over the Type R personally? Yes. I think this car looks better than the Type R. It definitely looks a little bit more grown up. If you're a person that feels like the Type R is just a little too juvenile for you to pull up to your job in, or for you to take clients in, but you still want to have fun on the weekends, this is definitely going to be the car for you, especially if you could find it in like a black color or the darker colors. This blue color is just iconic. That Tiger Eye Pearl is going to be a collector's edition one day, so if you can grab one of those, definitely do so. So overall, better car than the Type R, just not sure it's better than the competition. That was an ugly shift. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell, so you can be notified when I post more cool content, and it helps me get more cool content like this one here. So thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.